Live. Frankie, we're going live. You're live. First off, here's this big guy. That's Frankie. Hey, Frankie. Okay. So, I decided to inform you of what I think is going on. So let's begin. I want to keep it short so you can upload it and watch it. So let's start off, and I put this on Facebook earlier. I think video is a better way to get things across because you're hearing it, you're not reading it. A lot of times you'll start reading it and then pass by it. So let's go to Act 1871, 3002 A, B, and C. The United States of America is a corporate entity. Back in 1876, we were bankrupt, and to get money, we had to start a corporation. We, as the United States of America. So they formed a corporation. They changed it by capitalizing some letters, and I think United States of America, I think before it was United States for America, and they changed the word of to from the to of. So after they did that, then they got a loan. It was either, now this is not clear, it was either the Vatican or the City of London. And I heard the Vatican, but kind of leaning towards the City of London. Okay, so they got incorporated. So the United States of America is no longer a government. It's a corporation with officers. And it has been for a long time. We just have not known that. We do not learn this in history class or anything like that. So in civics class, it's like, it's not there. Why? I don't know. But it's all coming to light. You can research it for yourself. For your non-believers, it is there. It only has, this is interesting now, it only has authority in the District of Columbia. So the DC, I think is 10, it has to be more than 10 acres. Is it 10 acres? I think DC is only 10 acres. It's not very big. So it only has authority in DC. So now it is considered, it's not part of the United States. It's a corporation. They're a sovereign nation, just like state, like the Vatican, the City of London. Might not be right on that, the wording on that one, but I know the Vatican. The Vatican is its own little country, and so is DC. So DC is considered foreign soil. Hint, hint, foreign soil on today's election. Okay, it's foreign interference into the election. I know that's kind of a lot for y'all to understand or even agree with, but it makes a lot of sense. Now, look at the barricades that are going around the city, the fencing and everything. They have just fenced in a foreign country. And the people trying to overthrow what we thought was the government is foreigners. So all the deep state officials, the officers of the corporation now, which are the senators, the congressmen, there's representatives, vice president, president, it just the whole lot of them. So this has been going on for quite a long time. Yep, don't fade out. Okay. So then another thing is we're going to cover this real quick, is the taxes. Now, the Federal Reserve is also not a federal office. The Federal Reserve is another corporation. It's its own entity. It is ran by bankers, and possibly one of the bankers might have been Rothschilds. But anyway, it's ran by bankers. And so when we were 1931, I believe, 1931, 1933, 31. 33 is something else, and I'll come up to that real soon. We started birth certificates, and it had a red stamp number on the back. Okay, so they took the birth certificates as in collateral to a loan and to the Federal Reserve. And basically, the people that are born are, they figured out how many years you live, basically how many years you'll be paying taxes. And so they take that as collateral. So basically, you are just a farmed out person to from the United States corporation to the Federal Reserve for money. So I know it kind of sounds weird, but you're just a piece of paper, which that's all right. I still love you, even though you're a piece of paper. Okay, I'm just reading my notes. Okay, so now we're going to go on to a little bit here, just what is happening. Okay, so, getting everybody to understand that they've been hoodwinked and all that has happened to all the Americans. It's going to take some time to educate everybody so we're all on the same page on what happened to us. It's not a military coup that we'll be seeing, but it's a transition back into our nation's founding forefathers' plan for the United States of America. We're going to get out of this corporation and go back to a government. So that means we're not going to be able to have the capital, the U.S. capital, inside D.C. because that's foreign land. So it's going to have to be put somewhere else. Now, I don't know if it's going to be somebody said Texas, I'm thinking Pentagon, it's right there. One of all houses all the great offices, of our military and everything. And it's like, well, let's blend it in. Speaking of foreign country on DC, so is that foreign espionage that's been happening besides, a treaty against the U.S., but also foreign espionage? Are they considered spies? I don't know. That's something I just thought about. Did you know that when Biden came to the inauguration to D.C. from, he flew on a private plane, which is one of the first times. Usually they send a government plane to go get them, but this time it was a private plane. I just thought I'd throw that out there. So when's all we're going to start changing from the corporation? Actually, we're already started to a a government to our past government, which thank God is happening. And it's already started, but the military will be there. Some of them were there in place to be there for 30 days. So my cat just climbed up the ladder and is up on top of the roof now. Frankie. So let's go back. We're not going back. We're going forward. Now we're gonna think about this when everybody's inside the fenced area, and they have razor wire on top, they have the bolts that hold the fence together, the nets on the outside, so the people on the inside can't undo it. I think they're going to start arresting people. I mean, there goes a lot of people right there. Oh, he's a conspiracy nut. And it's like, it's not a conspiracy. It's the factual truth of what's going on. And it's going to take a while for them to clean up, get rid of all the bad players, and then we'll have our inauguration on March 4th for the real president. March 4th, up until 1933, the inauguration has always been on March 4th. And that reason for that was for them to get all the votes counted, because back in the day, they didn't have electronics and email and internet and everything like that. They didn't have fraud voting. Ha. And so by the time they got all the counts together, it was March, they would have it on March 4th. So it's going to be going back to March 4th. Trump, no doubt, will be the inaugurated president of the United States of America government. Have you ever noticed he has never said he's conceded to Biden? He's always said exchange of power, or the administration, which is the military. The acting Secretary of Defense is Christopher Miller. And I apologize, I don't remember what the FEMA guy is right now. They're basically working hand in hand, and there's about 10 or 11 generals that are working with them too. So I predict that President will be Trump, Vice President will be Pompeo, the Flynn will be UN ambassador or something like that. Okay, so the United States is the land of many, right? A lot of people from different aspects of the world has been here, has come here, has moved here legally, and we are a united nation. We are not. We were never formed to be a divided nation. We must leave this way of thinking. Yes, you can have your disagreements on how things are, but we have become so divided, and it's shameful. It really is. We're a united nation, not a divided nation. And I hope with that, the understanding of everything that's been going on and what's coming on, people will start accepting it. If you got a little bit of reason, a doubt, look it up. Do some research. That's all I've been doing. I've been doing some research. I look at all the videos that are going out there. I piece a little bit, then I'll take that. I'll do some research. And it's all out there, all the facts. And to be an ostrich, put your head in the sand. Go ahead, do that. Because there's others that'll back you up. I mean, we're always going to be here. It's the way of life. And I put something on a little bit better than yesterday's video. I'm proud to be a Marine. Um, always will be. It's in my blood. So I'm a patriot. And that's the other thing, is that the Republican Party is so tarnished that we need to start a new party. And I think if we had a Patriot Party, there's going to have to be a new party coming up. And we had 75 million people vote, or close to 75 million people vote. We should be able to come up with a good name of a new party, and not the Republican Party, because that's so tarnished. We had so many Republican people that we trusted, and they failed. It was just such a disappointment to see these people turn tail and be a traitor. It's money talks, and right now it's darkness against the light. Evil is out there, and we're seeing the evil. It's ugly. We all need to pray, because if we don't change what's happening in our world right now, it's, like I said yesterday, it's just going to be really, really bad for the children and the grandchildren and the up and coming people, the citizens of the world. It's not just the United States. The deep state is really, really, it's an evil entity. It's evil. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted with my cat. He's coming down the ladder now. I wish I could turn this thing around and show you. It was kind of cool. Anyway, just a few more thoughts that I had today, and I wanted to share them with you. And okay, united, not divided, and evil versus good. Good always prevails, correct? I think so. And so, love you all. Hope everyone's doing good. Let's try to get on top of this. Be positive. Let's all work together. It's let's hope there's no more rioting, protesting, businesses destroyed. We need to flourish. We need to come back strong. And I think tomorrow I want to talk about COVID and my thoughts on COVID and the government and the dealings and the governors of the states and the closing of the businesses and everything. I think I'll do that one tomorrow. So everybody, love you all. Take care, and say something good to somebody that you don't know. Smile at them. Say thank you. Bye.